If you're starting your entrepreneurship journey, hitting 10K every single month may seem like a huge challenge, but in reality, it's not. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the 5 fastest ways for you to hit 10K every single month and to hit that 6-figure income goal at the end of the year. $650, let's hit the gym and creatine right there. Ladies and gentlemen, to make 10K every single month, it's honestly, as kind of how it sounds like me trying to be douchey or anything like that, right? It's not, I'm not saying it's hard, but I'm also not saying it's very easy, right? So it took me maybe 2, almost 3 years now to make that consistently, right? So I would say the biggest thing that everyone needs to do is, one, get rid of the broke mentality, because the broke mentality is really what's going to be pushing you back, right? Kind of blaming the whole world for everything, and you think that everything is this guy's fault, or is this guy's fault, or it's my parents' fault, or I was doing this and all that, right? So one of the main things is, and actually I've been reading The Psychology of Money, which is a really, really good book, that really put money into a new perspective in my eyes, right? So, and that's actually from the book, from The Psychology of Money, right? And a perfect, can't think of it real quick. I just woke up, right? I'm fucking tired. A lot of times money really is risk and it's luck, right? So a perfect example of this is actually Bill Gates. Around his time, there was an estimated 300 million teenagers all over the United States. And it just so happens that in his school exactly, around the 300 students, they were the only people in that time to actually have a good computer. So I kind of just proved that sometimes it's being at the right place at the right time. Now, I know it's kind of going against what I literally just said, but you really have to just kind of push through it and do whatever you can to... Fuck it, you know what? I'm tired. Let's hit the gym. I'll motivate later. So I just got back from the gym right now. It's now time to get my clothes on. Well, I already changed and all that. But one of the main things that I think all men should do is you gotta watch how you smell, right? So smelling good is always gonna be a good thing. So let me go ahead and show you guys exactly what I have right now. It's a small collection, but obviously I'm trying to get all the rows filled. And right now, I think the one that's the most expensive one is the Burberry, which is also obviously for the price the nicest one I have so far. I get a lot of compliments all the time with my watches. So this is currently what I have right now. I did drop a video on TikTok explaining the different watches in my collection, talking more about them a little bit. And eventually I do want to get some type of vault or something where I could put my more expensive watches like Rolexes, etc. later on. This would kind of be like my either 1,000 and under kind of little collection. So the first way that you can make $10,000 every single month is going to be notary. Keep in mind, I personally do notary as more of a side business, and that generates me anywhere from 500 to maybe 2 grand a month, roughly. Just kind of depends on, you know, the more I market. If I have clientele, some months are slow, some months are more. I've made only like $100 on notary in a month, so it really just depends. However, if you truly take notary 100% serious and commit to it, then it's more than possible, right? We see people all the time making 10 grand every single month from notary, just because if you get your loan signing agent, you know, if you get verified with the loan signing agent, that's when the real money is going to kick in. Because in the state of California, over here, we can only charge $15 per signature. So I mean, you know, if you bring in with 2 couples and then they each have like maybe 4 signatures, then, you know, it adds up, but it's not really going to be worth more of the time and effort, in my opinion. It's $150 every single signing. You get at least 3 signings every single day. That'll be around $450 a day. So if you could do that every single day for at least a minimum of 23 days out of the month, then you should be reckoning in a little bit over 10 grand. Now, I know it's easier said than done, right? Now everyone could be like, oh, I got 3 signings every single day, but that's just showing that there is a possibility, and there is multiple people doing it every single day. Some people are doing, you know, even 8 to 10 signings a single day. So I mean, imagine that's like $1,000 every single day just from being a notary. So I'm out here at Legacy Media Studio. We just finished up the video for the Educate, kind of reviewing everything how it is. Now keep in mind I am midway through it, so I'm out here with Ryan and Gil. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, what's up?
And Gil up there, son.
Ryan and Gil's out here, and Ryan's girlfriend.
Oh, you're vlogging? Why are you guys so awkward? Come on, let me go.
Come over here, come over here. Show them what it's about.
Alright, guys. Back in the studio again. This video is about to be sick as fuck. Can't wait till it's out. You guys are gonna learn so much knowledge from this guy.
Nothing. I know water. In my personal experience, it really started out 3 years ago when I first started working at the mortgage office that I'm at right now, right? So for me personally, I had a lot of ups and downs. So between the first year or so, I was really not necessarily hitting obviously 10K a month. I was kind of, there was months where I would hit 6 and then 2 and then 1 and then I would have a really high of 10. So in order for it to be really consistent, you have to just kind of master the craft. And I would personally kind of say to steer away from what everyone on the line is kind of telling you of mastering one single thing and then just being really, really good at it, which that could be great advice as well. But what helped me hit the 10K was actually going from different things all over and having a lot of income coming from every single section of my life. So the distance that it took me to actually reach 10K, my first ever 10K in a month, from the time that I first walked into the office to kind of where I'm at right now, it took roughly around a year or so, because I've always wanted to hit the 10K mark, but I was always just below, right? So like I said, there'll be months where I'm like at 8, and then I'll be like at 900, I'll be like at 900, you know, 9,300. I'll be super close, but I never actually reached it until my first year in the business. And that came from 2 different income sources put together that actually made the first 10K. Now, possibly the fastest way for you to truly hit $10,000 and even more than $10,000 every single month is through solar, right? So right now in California, solar is super huge. I'm sure it's really big in other states as well, but in California is where it's really hitting the market, and it's, you know, it's on fire right now. So the way that I describe solar is a gold rush, right? And as you can tell from my previous video with Fernando, you know, you can make really good money with that. So I'll have that one linked in the description below. Your average solar deal, depending on obviously the house and the size of the system, I would say I've ranged from as low as 2 to 3K per deal, or I've made up to the highest one I've ever done on one single deal is 25K. So I'm here at the office. So this morning, basically we went to go film with Ryan and Gil. I knocked off 2 videos. Well, one video was done, and then one, like we did an intro and all that. We need to finish that video up. And then I did do a podcast with Gil. I'm gonna go ahead and read my book, because for those of you that didn't know, I am, once again, I joined Educate, and I am once again doing monk mode. So one of my variables that I added obviously is read 1 chapter every single day. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Knock off this chapter and then, you know, go from there. The next topic that I want to bring up here is going to be mortgages. Mortgages can really be, you know, a hit or miss, right? When I first started my journey, it was around 2020, and that time when the whole COVID situation was going on, everyone and their mother was making money off mortgages. Right now, obviously, it's a little bit more of a hard, or a little bit more of a rough economics kind of state where, you know, the rates are super high. People can't afford the houses are just going up, and the rates are still going up. So I mean, it's just a crazy mess in the market right now, right? But still, mortgages can actually be a really good, I guess, almost gateway drug that I like to say, getting into that, and then from there kind of branching off to different things, right? So now later on, I can do a more in-depth breakdown on how to actually get your mortgage license, maybe what to look out for when going to apply at brokers, but that would more than likely be more of a TikTok, or I might make a full-on video just maybe down the line if it's requested. So I just got a haircut right now. I came to the taco trucks to get myself a burrito, and then my girlfriend and my daughter some food. Yeah, so I'm just basically finishing up right now. I'm gonna get some gas because I'm literally on empty. And then I'm gonna go finish up filming the rest of the video, and then that should be it. Call it a day. The next topic for you to make 10K every single month is private loans. Now these can actually get very, very tricky. It's more of a kind of a last resort type of thing, right? So I've done a couple private loans in my life. I haven't done too many in the past year. I've done a good 4 or 5 of them. Basically, the way that they get set up is you need to have a set contract. You know, know exactly what you're putting on the line for it. Always have collateral. Always. Make sure the car, if it's a car, most of the time it's going to be a car. So just make sure that there's no payments on the car, and if there is, you want to know exactly how much the loan is worth. It's a tricky spot, right? You want to make sure that they're trustworthy people. You want to really meet with them and kind of talk about why do they want the private loan. If it's to pay off debt, if it's like this, a lot of that I'm kind of stay away from. You know, if it's like for an actual company, like maybe they need it for parts, for labor, whatever it is, then that's a little bit different, right? So the final way that you can make $10,000 every single month is being a salesman, right? So everyone says kind of, oh, be a sales rep, this and that. But what I mean specifically is for either an agency or something where it has high value and high return and high commission splits, right? Because you don't necessarily have to be the one doing the work. You could just be the closer, right? Just closing the deals, making sure they're good, signing them up, and then make sure you really learn the niche that you're going to be closing in, just because you want to actually have knowledge about that specific niche. So, you know, you'll be able to close them, good, client, next, and then just keep doing it over and over, right? And those were the 5 fastest ways to actually reach 10K every single month, based off my own personal experience, because I've actually been in each of those industries. And if you have any questions at all, leave a comment down below or send me a direct message. And always remember, I want the best for you, and I'm always here as a resource for you.